John 18. When Yahusha had spoken these words, he went forth with his talmidim over the brook Kidron, where was a garden, unto which he entered, and his talmidim. And Yehuda also, which betrayed him, knew the place, for Yahusha oftentimes resorted thither with his talmidim. Yehuda then, having received a band of men and officers from the chief priests and the Pharisees, came thither with lanterns and torches and weapons. Yahusha, therefore, knowingeth all things that should come upon him, went forth and said unto them, Whom seek ye? They answered him, Yahusha the Netzari. Yahusha said unto them, I am he. And Yehuda also, which betrayed him, stood with them. As soon as he had said unto them, I am he, they went backward and fell to the ground. Then asked he them again, Whom seek ye? They said, Yahusha the Netzari. Yahusha answered, I have told you that I am he. If therefore ye seek me, let these go their way, that the saying might be fulfilled which he spoke of them which you gave me, have I lost none. Then Shimon Kepha, having a sword, drew it and smote the high priest's servant, and cut off his right ear. The servant's name was Malek. Then said Yahushua unto Kepha, Put up your sword into its sheath. The cup which my father has given me, shall I not drink it? Then the band and the captain and officers of the Yehudim took Yahushua and bound him. And he led him away to Hananiah first, for he was father-in-law to Kepha, which was the high priest that same year. Now Kepha was he which gave counsel to the Yehudim, that it was expedient that one man should die for the people. And Shimon Kepha followed Yahushua, and so did another Talmudi. That Talmudi was known unto the high priest, and went in with Yahushua to the palace of the high priest. But Kepha stood at the door without. Then went out that other Talmudi, which was known unto the high priest, and spoke unto her that kept the door, and brought in Kepha. Then said the damsel that kept the door unto Kepha, Are not you also one of this man's Talmudim? He said, I am not. And the servants and officers stood there, who had made a fire of coals, for it was cold, and they warmed themselves. And Kepha stood with them, and warmed himself. The high priest then asked Yahusha of his Talmudim, and of his doctrine. Yahusha answered him, I spoke openly to the world. I ever taught in the synagogue and in the temple, whither Yehudim always resort, and in secret have I said nothing. Why do you ask me? Ask them which heard me what I have said unto them. Behold, they know what I said. And when he had thus spoken, one of the officers which stood by struck Yahusha with the palm of his hand, saying, Answer you, the high priest, so? Yahusha answered him, If I have spoken evil, bear witness of the evil. But if well, why do you smite me? Now Hananiah had sent him bound unto Kepha the high priest. And Shimon Kepha stood and warmed himself. They said therefore unto him, Are not you also one of his Talmudim? He denied it, and said, I am not. One of the servants of the high priest, being his kinsman, whose ear Kepha cut off, said, Did I not see you in the garden with him? Then Kepha denied again, and immediately the cock crew. Then led they YAHUSHA from Cepher into the hall of judgment, and it was early. And they themselves went not into the judgment hall, lest they should be defiled, but that they might eateth the Pesach. Pilate then went out unto them and said, What accusation bring ye against this man? They answered and said unto him, If he were not a criminal, we would not have delivered him up unto you. Then said Pilate unto them, Take ye him, and judge him according to the Torah. The Yehudim therefore said unto him, It is not lawful for us to put any man to death, that the saying of YAHUSHA might be fulfilled, which he spoke, signifying what death he should die. Then Pilate entered into the judgment hall again, and called YAHUSHA, and said unto him, Are you the king of the Yehudim? YAHUSHA answered him, Say you this thing of yourself, or did others tell it you of me? Pilate answered, Am I a Yehudi? Your own nation and the chief priest have delivered you unto me. What have you done? Yahushua answered, My kingdom is not of this world. If my kingdom were of this world, then would my servants fight, that I should not be delivered to the Yehudim. But now is my kingdom not from hence. Pilate therefore said unto him, Are you a king then? Yahushua answered, You say that I am a king. To this end was I born, and for this cause came I into the world, that I should bear witness unto the truth. Everyone that is of the truth hears my voice. Pilate said unto him, What is truth? And when he had said this, he went out again unto the Yehudim, and said unto them, I find no fault in him at all. But ye have a custom, that I should release unto you one at the Pesach. Will ye therefore that I release unto you the king of the Yehudim? Then cried they all again, saying, Not this man, but Barabbas. Now Barabbas was a robber.